Greetings, my beloved gods and goddesses of creation. Thank you so much. Blessings. No kuela mana isto, no kuela soto yela mana ki soto kuno kuela mana. Inikisto ton mon hoish tekino mana ha chito kun ma sinikino mon hoish tekino mana taki ton huya na sitia. Rana hana manguno kuela shitikisto no huya mana ki soto no suno kuela mana nisto kota la mana ha tekisto no buketa. Greetings. Thank you. Beautiful tea, lavender. Lavender is protection. The witch is in. The witch is in. I want to touch a little topic on black magic. Again, I was just black magic. What is it? That's people think a lot of things. You get dolls and you start poking dolls and you start writing out all this stuff and you start casting things and all that. But really, what really is it? Go inside. What are you doing? You see, what are you doing? Black magic is anger. Black magic really, the core of black magic is abuse. Abuse creates black magic. And this is how black magic works, because black magic starts what the mass sees in energetic form, which would be movies, film, poetry, writing, all these things. And we get these certain images that come with these words, as in, we'll just say the devil. You know, people are like, oh my God, that's the devil is some, you're walking around and don't do that, he's the devil. Like, that's what entertainment portrayed. They took on that image. So, but then that goes out into us, the little guys, the little people who don't get heard, you know, because it all affects us, and they're taking our money while we support black magic. So we're really supporting black magic by giving money to the banks, BP, Shell, Walmart, Sam's Club. They're all doing black magic. They're all sponsoring black magic. Black magic is a fear tactic. Black magic is an intimidation. Black magic is politics. Black magic is sports, entertainment, religion, whatever you want to call it. Where does it black magic come from? From being insecure. Being insecure with yourself and not being true. In other words, being true, living from the heart, not from ego and just with the crowd, with black magic. You see, when we get abused, we become insecure, angry, hate, shame, guilt, fear, you know, these types of things. And we carry it around with us. We bury it because of a shame. So what do? We put a spell on ourselves because I'm ashamed I did this. So I can't do this because of this. Right? So we get angry. So we tell ourselves this, and it goes like recycling. Our thoughts go, recycle, emotions. So we have thoughts, emotions, speech. Thoughts, emotions, speech, action. You see, so when we're thinking, if we think of an angry thought, we become angry because we were abused. We didn't really release it and clear it. So we become abused, we have all this insecurity and stuff in us, and we lash out, causing the effect of black magic, which we get black magic, then we spread it out. Now this is what a spell is. This is what black magic really is. That's the bottom line. You can do black magic to yourself by your speech and your thoughts. This is why we observe our thoughts and be like, this angry thought, oh, that happened yesterday. It doesn't even matter no more. Psst. Psst. You know what I'm saying? It's being observed and aware of your thoughts. If you get a thought you're angry, something happened 20 years ago, you're like, fucking God, you already spell. Boom. There's activate. You activated that anger. Fucking neighbor. So now you have the neighbors fearing you because of your insecurities, because of your anger, because of your shame, because you were abused, not realizing you're supposed to help your neighbor. This is how they separate us. By doing all this life matters, you're black, you're white, You're Caucasian. You know, you're this, you're that. Divide and conquer. Separate everybody. How do they do this? Through the black magic of what? Entertainment. You want to be aware of what we're just know it's entertainment and know that it's black magic trying to get into your mind. You see, that's how they work. So if you look at the movie or whatever it is, show, don't look at it as the movie. Take it as a message, to something that's teaching you something. Because you're watching it, why do you like it? Why are you watching it? Maybe it's really healing something for you. We're all helping each other, right? This is what this is all about. But you see, the problem is the ones who support the core of black magic, our voice ain't heard. This is what's heard. They hear us supporting. That's all they need to hear is money coming their way. But if that money stops, we stop supporting black magic, pedophilia, sex slave trafficking, the shunning of women, you know, the downgrading of a man, taking the manhood away from man, we're supporting it. Regardless, we have phones. AT&T supports pedophilia. AT&T supports drug trafficking. That's the bottom line. That is black magic. I was a bully. I was an abusive drug dealer for many, many years. I didn't realize this was black magic. Because what really is magic? Me. Say that. Me. Repeat after me. Say, I am magic. Say, I am magical energy. I am moving energy. See, again, now you're putting a spell on yourself to say, this is what I am. You're getting out of black magic because this is what you're not. You see? So if you put the spell on yourself, you can just say me by activating your magical energy. What else does me mean? Moving energy. So we need to move it. Be creative. Write. Paint. Do whatever you need to do because this is all magic. It is called white magic, but I call it heart. It's heart magic, which is fifth dimension. Heart. You see? This is real magic. Art. Creativity. Expression. You know, you want to take all of the abuse that you had, the insecurities, the anger, put it on paper. Put it on a video. Show me what it looks like. Don't put a spell on me and try to make me fear you. Show me what you see. You see, because we don't understand everybody. Our words and our communication is fucked up. Because we're not showing people. We're not showing anybody. We're just lashing out because we are under the black magic spell. It's the trickle-down effect. They're on top of this huge mountain, these big bankers, right? These fucking bankers, and they're like, what can we do to get more money? Yeah, you know, we'll support drug trafficking, so let's send John down in Mexico, you know, and get him set up with making shipments to the USA or what. You know, this is just an example. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is how it works. I was a drug dealer. I know how shit comes in the country. I know how shit moves through the states. You know, we try to do magic, but we try to do everything to get out of their black magic to help everyone else, but we were abusive as well, causing harm because we were under the spell of black magic. Same as bullying. Why do we push people around? We're insecure of our own self. You see, because we were abused. You see, all those ones bullies, all you gotta do is if you're being bullied, say, I'm sorry that you're being abused at home or work or whatever your problem is, but your black magic won't work with me. It doesn't work. Because I have heart. I have real magic. And this magic might help your magic, but you are afraid of it. Now he fears you. Now the bully is like, because he doesn't see it. If you get hit, you get hit. You're taking it for the team. That's self-sacrificing. But as long as you're acting your affirmations, I am me, I am magical energy, as long as you're portraying this magical energy, you're creating an image. You see, and then this image instills the house, the communities, and so on and so on. And this is how black magic works. You got someone who's holding this black magic, this anger, this insecurity, is watching a violent movie. They're staying in that magical, they're staying under that black magic spell because they know that that's what life was for them as a child or whatever it was. That's abuse. Now you're abusing your mind again, and you're not really releasing it. That's the problem. We don't release it because we're under a spell. That's what magic is. There's nothing to do about witches. Witches is that's magic. A witch is magic. Witches is nothing to do with anything. It's all a non-physical thought. The thought. The thought is the alien. The thought is foreign. You don't know what thought really is. You can't see it. It's an alien. It's foreign to us physically. Non-physically, we know what it is. It's foreign. It's alien. It's us. This is how this works. It's got nothing to do about being a witch. The witch is just helping me express this insecurity, the anger, the shame that I've carried around, and the fear of telling people because of their, and we fear telling anyone because they'll lash out because they're under the spell as well. You see, because they're not out to help you, they're out to tell you to tell you how to do it, how to live, and you're wrong. You're crazy. How can that be? What are you talking about? Instead of trying to help, you put a spell on it. You must fear me. Now I've got you to fear me. Through anger, right? Through intimidating. So how can we be, so I took the bullying, and how can I be intimidating on a spiritual level? How can I be angry on a spiritual level? Just watch me. What am I doing? You might think I'm bullying you. You might think I'm trying to tell you what to do. You might try to think, you're like, this dude's fucking crazy. Then I know it's working. You see, I know my heart magic is working because you're still listening. Because I'm not spreading fear. I'm just telling you what's inside of you. You're the one that knows what happened. You're the only one that knows through your memories, your experience. I didn't experience anything in your life. I don't know your memories. That's you. You're the only one that carries the answers. I'm just doing my art. I'm just spreading magic. But I'm not spreading black magic of fear, violence, and bullying, and abuse, because abuse is the core of everything. The abuse is the core of black magic. And I'm not talking of physical abuse. I'm talking mental abuse through the self. Because it doesn't start out here. It starts with yourself, your thoughts. You can put a spell on yourself just like that. You can just put a spell on your phone just like that. Just by something that makes you angry or something that grinds your teeth. Instead of just switching it, looking at the beauty of it, looking at what is coming good, being optimistic about it, we immerse ourselves in the anger and we stay here. Now we put a spell on ourselves, and then you see everyone else in anger, fear, because the spell is working. You see, because they're afraid of you, because you look fucking angry and pissed off, and you don't fuck with me. You give them that eye. You do it by the eyes too, as another spell tactic. You see, these are all mind manipulating spells. These are all black magic. The bottom line, it is black magic. You see. And this is why they took magic away. This is why they started taking Disney away. Disney wanted magic, but they took it all away, and it became a sexism. You see, and then they became more on a physical level. Now we want this. Yeah, let's abuse children. Let's abuse women. Let's abuse men. You know what I mean? Now let's get to their minds. portray that image of sex and making the physical male like, yeah, that's what I need. Now we're under a spell. Now the whole planet is under a fucking spell of abuse of black magic. I don't know how else simpler terms to put it. I'm sure I'll figure it out because this is what I do. This is how I stay out of the black magic spell. By creating new words, new meanings, because this will all change. And that's the beauty of it. It will change. It's not going to be the same. Because we'll have new black magic that will come after this sexism. And I mean, what's going to be next? I mean, think about it. What could they possibly do now? I mean, it's all fear. It's all black magic. It's all fear. And they all want your money. Anything that supports any kind of fear-mongering, anger, abuse, basically abuse, the bottom line, mentally, physically, spiritually, heart. You see, third dimension, fourth dimension is black magic. It's black magic. And we're all caught in black magic. But if you understand energy, multidimensional beings, you can go in and out. You can play the game and come out. You can not play the game, but observe the game, and you can change the game. You see, you can just flip it. You can flip it by heart magic. Words. You see, I might when you speak to me personally, I'm really speaking like this because I was a bully. You see, you had to fear me. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm speaking from a heart space. People don't understand what's going on. I'm like, but they're not as scared but it's intriguing because they're like, well, you're not making me be afraid of you. You see? And then you start talking about things like, then they're like, well, I've experienced that. I've gone through that type of thing. I've been abused. Holy shit, I've been abused for 30-some fucking years. Wow. I've been abusing myself. I've been abusing my body. It's time I woke up. 40 years later, I woke up. And here I am, 2 years later after that. Creating magic from the heart. And the people that don't understand always are the ones that disliking. They're always the ones that commenting. You don't know what you're doing. The traditional people. The ones that are clinging to a belief. Because, believe it or not, things are changing on a drastic level. The beliefs don't change. You see, only you change the belief. But the beliefs, there's all kind of beliefs. You can cling to one belief and believe that, but that's all you're going to believe. Why do that to you're abusing your mind. Use it. That's why we have it. Why abuse it? Use it, don't abuse it. Why is abuse and use in the same word? Guys, this is just wild stuff. It's getting deeper because there's a lot of weird shit coming in. But anyway, this is just the beginning. This is off track because of what happened. But anyway, I wanted to get into some weirder stuff after this. But this black magic has been on my mind, and I'm realizing that this whole abuse thing, this whole third dimension, fourth dimension, is black magic. That's the bottom line. The core of black magic is abuse. Abuse of the mind, abuse because our thoughts, we think we have to act upon these. Because why are we thinking these things? But it's our memory and experiences, you see. So the more insecurity, anger we have, and this experience comes to our mind, and we bury it right away. No. But why is it coming? Why is it coming to the surface? Why is it here? Because it's ready to go now. It needs to be out of your life. But you're not allowing that to happen. You see, because you're under the spell of the fear of it. That fear, put it down. Don't think about that. Why not? It's there. You have to go into the abyss to look at it. This is how this works. And you have to take your heart, put it there. Like, no. This needs to go. And then when you have this me, I am me, magical energy, moving energy, manipulating energy, when you have that, you are, when this comes up, when bad comes up, it sits there, and then we put it with positive. So now we're not storing it all back in here now. So we need to put something here. That's where you're creating new thoughts. Positive affirmations are creating new thoughts, which then create new speech, which then creates new feelings of positive feelings. So now we're making room for positive feelings, for positive experiences, for positive memories. So 20 years down the road, whatever happened 40 years ago ain't gonna fucking don't even exist. It's gonna go, boom. Ah, it's just a memory. That's all it is. Because look where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these are what you need. This is what you need to decipher. I'm not doing it for you. You're doing it. I'm just acting for you. I'm just displaying. I am just magical energy. I don't know what else to say. This is how it works. This is how you beat black magic. Me. Realize that me is a voice. I am moving energy. What does that mean? You have to move. But move what? Move the shit inside of you. Get rid of it. Because it's clinging. And the more shit, more and more we bury it, the more we become bedridden or whatever, couch ridden. You know, we're just like this. No energy. No motivation because of the black magic spell. And pay attention to what you're watching. What are you putting in your mind? What are you listening to the news? Are you reading the newspaper? Do you read magazines? You know, all these things. You just have to be aware and know that that's what you're reading is not really what you're reading. You see, you have to trick the mind into believing these things. That's the idea. Trick yourself, and then you actually start seeing it. Now it's a belief. Like, wow, I am true to this, that, whatever. This is how it works. So I'll go over a little more on memory and experiences and clearing this, because we're going to do Reiki and a healing and light language and all that. But at first I wanted to explain, just give some basics on what black magic really is. And you know, it's funny how when we have serious voices on abuse and these types of things, especially people at the bottom of the mountain. We'll just call it the bottom of the mountain, okay? Or the bottom of the triangle. That's a good one. Because the top of the triangle, you know, but we're in this lust, envy, and all this stuff, you see. But the bottom of the mountain, the chain of the magical chain, okay, which you have the banks, you know, entertainment, you know, news, and all this stuff goes down, all the way down to me and you. Me and you don't have a voice to them. Nobody's hearing it. And nobody's paying attention because we are not high profile people. But we need more of you guys. We need everyone to storm the internet, the web, and create their expression of their own abuse, saying, I've had a fuck enough. The voice is spoken. And you start talking to your family like that. You start talking to your clients, of, you know, business clients. You start saying, my perception of reality has changed now. I'm going to tell you what I see. I'm not going to play along into what everyone else thinks, but the truth is whatever. You see, it's explaining to the person, like, look, you're going to get weird, offended, but from what I'm about to tell you is how I see it, because we're not on the same perception. I understand your perception, but let's try to look at it like this. This is how I look at it to help me, you see. And then this causes a chain of reaction because it intrigues the other person. So now you've seen a problem differently. So they want to be like, how did you do that? I'm like, I never thought of that. You are helping somebody, you see. That's your real currency. That's your real money. Help somebody. You cause a chain of reaction. You cause inspiration. You have just created magic from your heart. Not from the black magic spell. The black magic veil is what this is. It's a veil of black magic, 3rd dimension, 4th dimension. And this veil is the abuse is the core of the veil. That's how these things work. On this happy note, thank you for listening to the tea time. I thank you guys for joining in. Let me just do a little creativity of healing. This is because we're all healing. This is what we really need, is healing. Iniki soto e mane kino kua sotara mahana kisto no kuila. Rana heina makisa tokuno kuista la managisa tokina manuela manakista totoera. Shokere, shokere, shokere. Sinikia tohana mana kisto toish torama Hanzo se shonen. Hanzo se shonen, Hanzo se shonen. Inikisa toromonhoa, I release the holy fire within you, me. Sinikina manakushto no kua. Holy fire, holy fire, holy fire. I am me. I am moving energy. I am me. I am magical energy. I am me. I am manipulating energy. I am me. I am making energy. Just activate yourself. You don't need me. You don't need a psychic. You don't need a reader. You don't need to be a witch. You don't need to be a Reiki master. You don't need to be a yoga instructor. You don't need to be certified to do anything, because you carry the tools, all the tools you need and all the information you need through your memory and your experiences and your genetic memory as well. There's 2 types of memory, by the way, but we'll get into that down the road. That's all you need. That's all you have. You don't need to read cards. You don't need to do all that. Just create something. But we do this. I do all this is to move it. You know what I'm saying? To create something, to magical be. It's to create energy. Because if I just sat here and did all this, none of this would be magical. Because that's the black magic trap. That's how it is. That's the reality of it. And the reality of the nature of nature is abuse. Animals abuse each other. You know, I abuse the lawn by taking care of, you know what I'm saying? It's just duality. Seeing the non-physical and the physical. It's all in front of you. It's all inside of you. It just depends on which one you choose. And where you want to be and what you're telling yourself. Because it all starts with yourself. Not physical, but inside, non-physical. My beautiful gods and goddesses, I thank you for tuning in. Please share all of this stuff. That is what magic is, sharing. Sharing. That is another form of magic. Sharing. I never thought of that. See how this works? Just comes to my mind. But share. Be the sharing, be the caring, be the nurturing, be magical. Be me. Not me, but say it. Be me. You want to affirm yourself. Me. I am me. I have a voice. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.